My name is Mamoru Kojo, and I am one of the spokespersons of Save Children from Overdiagnosis, SCO. SCO is a volunteer organization formed by medical professionals, mainly thyroid specialists, with the aim of preventing the harm caused by overdiagnosis of thyroid cancer in children and adolescents in Japan. In this presentation, I will discuss the use of social media to spread information about overdiagnosis. Unfortunately, in Japan, making such a presentation with one's real name could cause various disadvantages in one's work, so please allow me to present anonymously. In the past, most presentations were made at conferences or in books, but today social media can be used to convey medical information. Social media allows information to be communicated quickly to a large number of people. However, there is an abundance of information, including false information. In such an environment, it is necessary to find a way to give scientifically correct information to the people who need to know it. We would like to report on what we have learned through our trial and error process. There are many different types of social media, each with its own limitations and characteristics. Currently, we are using Twitter, YouTube, Note, and Instagram. From 2020, we started Twitter, YouTube, Note, Instagram in this order. We decided to disseminate information under the following conditions. First, provide information in a timely manner, not waiting too long after the occurrence of a particular event. Second, refrain from expressing our own opinions as much as possible and provide only the facts in an objective manner. We have not experienced any Twitter flames in the 3 years since we started this project. Twitter is the most popular way to disseminate information. You can immediately see the reaction of readers to the information you disseminate. In particular, when a hoax related to an event is spread and scientifically correct information is instantly disseminated in response to the hoax, the number of hits will increase, and as a result, information can be spread efficiently. This slide shows the period when the number of access increased and the event that triggered the increase. At bracket 1, UNSCARE report that overdiagnosis was occurring at Fukushima was released. At bracket 2, 5 former Japanese prime ministers sent a letter to the EU saying that many children are suffering from thyroid cancer due to the typical Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident. At bracket 3, members of UNSCARE visited Japan to exchange views with Japanese experts and the public. Also at bracket 4, When a book on the overdiagnosis of thyroid cancer in Fukushima was published, or when the media reported on thyroid cancer of overdiagnosis in Fukushima, there was a huge Twitter response. Since there are many videos posted on YouTube, we advertised on Twitter each time we posted a video on YouTube to get people to watch it. We could increase the number of views when we advertised the video on Twitter in conjunction with the incident that increased the number of hits on Twitter. We wanted to spread the information especially to the young people, so we tried to use as few words as possible and use more animation and illustrations. Number of the circle indicates how many video was posted. With the exception at a strange period, there is little relationship between the number of videos posted, the timing of posting videos, and the growth in views, but whether we see that views increase when there is a specific event. We have created two types of YouTube series of dialogues and an animated cartoon. The most viewed one is the episode "What is a good thing if we can detect thyroid cancer by thyroid ultrasound scan?" which has been viewed more than 2,700 times. It is a cute 5-minute animation featuring the mascot character Mamoru Kojo, the name of which means "protect thyroid." Note can introduce long sentences with illustrations etc. like newspaper articles. Because of its length, it seems difficult to get people to read it unless there is a lot of interest over diagnosis. The red, orange, and green arrows indicate when the first, second, third most read articles were posted respectively. The most viewed article was "Please know the correct information about thyroid cancer in children in Fukushima." On January 19, 2022, 6 pediatric thyroid cancer patients in Fukushima filed a lawsuit against TEPCO. They claim that they got thyroid cancer because of the nuclear power plant accident, and this news triggered a massive dissemination of misinformation on social and other media. We sent out this information as an immediate informational letter to the following day to ensure that no harm would come to the children and young people of Fukushima. Immediately after that, a letter fiasco by former Prime Minister occurred. At the time, Kohei Watanabe, a member of the Fukushima Prefecture Assembly, quoted from this note and urged residents not to be seduced by rumors. This is one example of the successful note transmission. The third most read article was a summary of the special issue of thyroid cancer overdiagnosis entitled "Considering Overdiagnosis of Thyroid Cancer," which was published by the editorial board of the Journal of Japan Thyroid Association. In this issue, some leading experts such as Wendy Rogers, Macquarie University, Australia contributors as authors. The second most read article was behind the scene of the Japan Thyroid Association reaction to considering overdiagnosis of thyroid cancer. Immediate after the special issue was published, the board of directors of the Japan Thyroid Association issued a statement that contradicted its context, and the board added guidance to the editorial board. The note describes the facts that happened inside Japan Thyroid Association. The number of hits on these two articles continues to grow, indicating that there is a great deal of interest in the inner event of the society that would not have been known without these social media outlets. SEO started Instagram because one of our Twitter followers told us that there are many hoax articles about thyroid cancer because there are few posts from medical professionals on Instagram. I was also advised that SEO's entry would be effective because there are many young Instagram users who might be the subjects for the Fukushima thyroid examination. We started just after the 5 former Prime Minister fiasco. In the first 3 months from February to May of 2022, we had a wide age range of readers, with about 40% being male. Recently, the percentage of women has increased, and the percentage of 18 to 24 years old has also increased slightly. This can be attributed to the use of cute illustrations for women and the inclusion of videos. We found that there is a difference in the way Twitter and Instagram are accessed. In May 2022, a report was made on TV as if radiation was the cause of the large number of thyroid cancers found in Fukushima, Yellow Arrow, and the correction was broadcast the following week, Green Arrow. Compared with the immediate reaction on Twitter, the reaction on Instagram was hardly detectable. Twitter and Instagram readers may have different interests. In July 2022, 3 top Anscare officials visited Japan to explain the Anscare 2020 report. The media barely reported on this, so a tweet explaining the content of the press conference at the press club showed a sharp increase in access. On the other hand, Instagram, which provided the same commentary, did not receive any response immediately afterward, but did so after a week delay. This indicates that information spreads faster on Twitter. Although there are variety social media, Twitter is the fastest spreading information, so it is useful to promote other media. Summary: when using social media, we can expect to speed up the spread of information by repeatedly providing timely information. Information that other media cannot provide tends to attract attention. Strong words are not necessary, Simply stating the facts in a straightforward manner is effective enough. Each social media has its own characteristics, and it is important to understand these characteristics when disseminating information. Conclusion: social media is a very useful tool for spreading scientifically correct information when overdiagnosis occurs. We will continue our trial and error efforts. Thank you for your support so far. Please continue to help us spread the scientifically correct information.